Alright guys, welcome back. Survival Living here. So today I've got a prepping channel recommendation. Now, I've been asked many times, I've been trying to figure out how I'm going to actually correlate this into the channel. Prepping channels that I recommend for others. I could come up here and give you a list of names, alright? Or I can take each one of these lists of names and explain why I recommend these people. So that's what we're going to do. Today we're going to be discussing Alaska Prepper. Alright, I've known Alaska Prepper for many years. Even before I became my own YouTube channel, I was over there subscribed to him, and I still am subscribed to him. Now when it comes to Alaska Prepper, guys, I'm not trying to say this incorrectly when I say he's the grandfather of prepping, although he is a grandfather. So Rudy, I'm not being disrespectful, but he's been around for a good while. He really has, and he's got a lot of great information. Now guys, when it comes to Alaska Prepper, one, he is in Alaska. All right, why would I recommend his channel to people? Well, one, when it comes to payday preps, this is, you know, we do payday preps here on this channel. We show them weekly hauls and things like that. I got my ideas for weekly preps from Alaska Prepper. I was watching his channel from the get-go, and before I even started my own channel. The weekly prep series we do is modeled off of what Alaska Prepper does. He clearly explains about putting money towards food, shelf-stable food, canned goods, and stuff like that, and storing it up in a rotational stock. Things that you use, things that last a long time. So this is one of the main reasons I recommend his channel, because this is where I got a lot of my information when I first started doing YouTube. Now, I've been prepping for a long time, but I modeled my preps off of other YouTube creators that I follow, like you guys. You guys follow the YouTubers. I've had a lot of people say, hey, this is a good idea, I'm going to start doing that. Well, you ever wonder where some of my ideas come from? A lot from Alaska Prepper himself. Good old coffee. Next up, canning. All right, now guys, when it comes to canning and, you know, pressure cooking and canning your own food, he's my go-to. Always has been, always will be my go-to for this information. He actually shows the process and everything, and shows you what he's doing. All right, he shows you what he's doing there at his home. There's a lot of people, and I'm not talking bad about other people, that just want to tell you that you need to be doing stuff. Alaska Prepper shows you what he does. It's best to educate by showing, in my opinion. That's why we try to do the same here. Basically, Alaska Prepper has been a huge influence on my life and my channel, on how I develop my channel. It's because of Alaska Prepper, the way he does things. So when it comes to canning, I don't do much canning on our channel. I've canned most of my life growing up where I lived at, North Carolina. It was just a way of life. I will say this, I remember back before I started my YouTube channel, so it's been a little over 3 years, I had went into one of his live streams. You know, I'm always late for live streams, and I won a Bell's canning book. I didn't even have a pressure can or anything. I wasn't even trying to apply to win anything. So he had sent that to me. Awesome book on that. Shows you everything you need to know about canning types of foods. And then later on, I won, he sent me, so I was working as a mod on this channel. He sent me a Tefal pressure canner and cooker. You know, freaking awesome setup. We actually did a review video on that, me showing you guys that. And yeah, I mean, that's when we started getting into our canning supplies and things like that. We have so many jars, glass jars. We have so many lids, rings, everything. Our current living situation, we don't can, but we have the availability to start canning tomorrow if we wanted to. Our living situation is different than most people, okay? My wife and I, we live in a 6x12 cargo trailer that we convert into a pull-behind camper. We can only store so much food in that trailer. So what do? We store off-site locations. We store in climate-controlled storage. We have storage buildings on property. We also store in the ground. We're showing survival buckets. Basically, you're building a mini root cellar that you're putting in the ground. There's many different things to do in this, but because of the things he shows with canning, and that's a big plus. Canning is very important. When it comes down to SHTF and there is no availability to buy canned goods, you know, I see it all the time. I'll just hunt for my food. Well, good luck with that. But let's say that you do very well and you're able to get a deer every couple of days, whatever. Do you know how to secure that food, make it last? Canning is a great option. It really is. So I recommend canning, especially if you're looking to figure out how to start canning. I recommend Alaska Prepper on that. Next up, and I catch flack off this one all the time, silver. I know, you can't eat silver. Well, I've already discussed that, and so has Alaska Prepper has discussed the need of precious metals for economic collapse, hyperinflation due to what happened in Venezuela. Alaska Prepper is what got me into stocking up silver. All right, fractional silver, silver rounds, silver bars, the whole 9 yards. And I see people all the time, I don't want to hear about precious metals, you shill, whatever. I mean, I tell people, go to your local coin and bullion shop first because you probably get a better deal. So, I don't know how that's a shield. But anyway, Alaska Prepper got me involved into this. When he was showing it, it made sense the way he explained it. Now, when it comes down to precious metals, during the shutdown, a lot of Americans lost their jobs. I was one. I mean, we had YouTube, but I think my subscriber count at the time was like 9,000. I couldn't do it full time. I mean, I was filming full time, but it was not my only gig. I was working another job. My wife was working, and both our jobs were shut down. Now, thankfully, we had a lot of silver stocked up, because when it came down to we could no longer afford to pay our bills because we were without a job. I mean, we were living paycheck to paycheck just like most of everybody else. Everyone thinks YouTubers make a lot of money. That's why I work 3 jobs. That's why my wife works a job. We don't live off just YouTube. But I had silver on hand. And then I had bought that silver, I think it was like $14 or $15 at the time. That was my spot price. That's what I was getting it for. And during the shutdown, it had jumped up over 30 bucks. I forget exactly the numbers. I want to say it was like 34, 35, whatever. Anyway, I wound up getting to exchange that, nearly doubling my original investment. And I'm not an investment specialist or anything. This is not investment advice, financial advice, or anything like that. But I was able to take that, double it, get cash on hand, and pay these bills. Freaking awesome. The only reason I had that availability is because Alaska Prepper had shown the need for such things, and we prep. So this is what we did, and that actually got our butt out of a bad situation during the shutdown, having precious metals on hand. And again, I learned it from Alaska Prepper. Now, solar generators. Yeah, those things are expensive. I would not waste my money, blah, blah, blah. We have solar generators. We have our own solar system supplying power to our trailer. We've been living off grid with solar alone for over 2 years. No issues. I love solar. When I first was introduced with solar generators, it was Alaska Prepper. He started, I believe it was Bluetti is when he was one of the first units he started doing. And I was looking at them. Yes, solar generators are expensive. They are. But me being a YouTube creator, I get all kinds of affiliate reviews, and I get sent a lot of stuff. And I started getting the attention of solar generators, the companies that sell these. Just like he does in his videos, he puts them through the test. I can't just show you a solar generator and read off the specifications and say this is a great unit. Like Alaska Prepper, I've got to test these things. So that's what we do. Again, I modeled off of the inspiration of Alaska Prepper for my channel. I saw what he was doing. He was testing, putting units through the test, not just showing you and going, hey guys, this thing's got 2,000 watts of power. This is a great buy. Here, use my code. He never does that. He always shows you, he gives you his thoughts on things. So when I started getting into these solar generators, I wanted to push the envelope. if you guys have seen my gear reviews, I run with circular saws at it, power tools, air conditions, mini fridges. I throw what I think I would need to run off of it and have to see if it can do it. If it can't do it, I'll let you know. Hey, it won't pull an air condition, but it will run this for this many hours. So that's what we do. And again, this is because of the influence and inspiration of Alaska Prepper. So yeah, we make ad revenue on YouTube. If you're monetized, you do. But those sales is products that we're showing people and testing out. Even Alaska Prepper will tell you, you don't have to buy any of this stuff. We get a product to test out, we do a video for the company, and it's up to anybody else if they want to buy it. And we all make a certain percentage of it. So why would I bring up that? Well, because of Alaska Prepper, and I've been following him for a very long time, like I said, I was really inspired and moved with his charity work he does. He does a lot of charity work. Guys, if you've never been over to Alaska Prepper, I recommend getting over there and subscribing. Now, a lot of people get mad. I've seen the comments on his channel where you should never talk about your charity. Well, Alaska Prepper doesn't do it to gloat or, you know, prideful of his charity. He's letting people aware of what he's doing, because the more traction you have of what an individual is doing, it usually has better results. All right, he's never asked anybody to ever donate anything, but he always takes a percentage, and most of the time I've always seen him match the percentage of his own income and donate to a charity. Well, on YouTube, you need to have visibility, you know, transparency of what you're doing. If you're doing charity work, you know, you load up the car full of food and you film it. You showing that you're doing your part. And what that does is it helps encourage others to do the same. That's it. Because of his charity work that he's done, that helped inspire us on our channel. And I had spoken to Alaska Prepper on this pretty recently, because one of the charity groups I was working with had brought in quite a bit of food. And they actually acted like, one, it wasn't enough, and two, I was a nuisance to be there, even though they told me they need food. And then it pretty much boiled down to they just wanted me to cut them a check each month. I have no problem doing that. But see, I don't collect money for charities. I just tell you about the charity. If you want to donate, you go donate to them. Me, I either buy the food myself, take it in to them, or I just, you know, send the cash directly or whatever. But, you know, it kind of rubbed me wrong, and I called him up. I said, hey man, let me get your information, and I'm going to start just sending my donations to you for your charity. You know, he does charity work. He said something that stuck with me and made a lot of sense. And he was thankful that I was willing to do that. But he also explained to me, I'd rather you work in your own community. He's a believer in building up your community. It made a lot of sense, and we had a long talk about this. And building up your own community around you makes you stronger too, because you're taking care of your community around you, and things happen, your community's safer, better prepared for an event. So that made more sense to me. I started looking into other charities in my area and that I'd be doing my donations to and stuff, because I was going to send it out to him, because I was just, you know, I didn't want someone running around giving me a pat on the back, but I didn't want people to be rude to me while I'm trying to donate, as if I wasn't good enough to donate to them. That rubbed me wrong. So we decided to move to a different charity organization. We're actually going to be looking into helping out children's organizations in our area. So that's what we're working on, because kids are very important. So I want to get that cleared. Now, back in the day, let's see here, I don't remember the exact date, but I started doing comedy bits. The Truth Coalition is what I called it. Basically, I was under attack all the time from trolls, and even today I am. But to put a positive spin, I just started attacking myself on camera, looking like a troll in a basement. I got that video coming up for you guys right fast, so just hold on. But when I first produced this, I'd done a couple of channels, and some people got mad at that. But the thing was, I was already on the phone with the content YouTubers, the YouTube creators, Alaska Prepper, and all these guys that I was working with. And I already told them what my plan was, and like, yeah, I'd love to be part of it. So I'd film it, send it to them, get an approval from them, see if I crossed any lines, and then when they're like, looks good, and then I'd post it. And oh man, the amount of people that just tore into me. One of the biggest ones I saw was, how dare you bite the hand that feeds you. This was two friends, Rudy's one of my friends, working on a video content that we both approved, and it was released, but people were so quick just to tear up. Anyway, let me go ahead and clip the video for you.
I keep on trolling, and I'm hating on your channel late at night. Yeah, I'm hiding in my mama's basement. Yeah, I'm hiding in my mama's basement. Alright guys, welcome back to another installment of Truth Coalition. That's right guys, we're back at it again. I ain't letting up. We're nailing these posers, these fake preppers on YouTube, and of course, my greatest enemy, that's CFP, Survival Living. Yeah, so, after looking on the internet and stuff, and I've been backtracking all his collaboration videos where he's been talking to these other people online and stuff, and I hate to say it, we've got another one, guys. We got another fallen YouTuber that has teamed up with that CFP, that Survival Living. Now, as you notice, I had to go incognito a little bit. After our last video where we attacked that gun nut, well, let's just say we don't feel very safe. So, I've been staying in my mom's basement for like 24/7 now. Alright, I ordered DoorDash and have food brought in. I don't even go outside anymore. I just stay right here with my computer and in my mom's basement, which is pretty sweet. But anyway, guys, so I'm going to pull this guy up here, what I've been talking about. Yeah, okay, so here we go, guys. And I hate to say it, Alaska Prepper. Okay, I had high hopes for this guy, and I've seen him go from nothing to where he is now. And the fact is, he's fallen. Okay, he's been supporting the CFP guy, the Survival Living. Alright, they've been sitting there. He actually even made Survival Living a mod on his channel. Okay, who does that? Why would you make Survival Living, aka CFP, a mod? Okay? I have no respect for you now. Anyway, I was already upset about that to begin with. But now, I come across this video here, guys. Let me go and put it in here. Yeah, there we go. He's showing off Survival Living's emergency fire starting kit. Okay, it's like the CFP guys went in and affected the whole internet of preppers. Okay, the only person I ain't seen with this kit yet is like the big guys like Canadian Prepper and Urban Prepper and City Prepping. And thankfully, those guys have not been affected yet. Alright, but here we are. Alright guys, look at this video. He's got his little kit, and he's showing everybody on his channel, trying to help support CFP Survival Living again with this stupid fire starting kit, that he spent I don't know how much money on preparing and manufacturing himself, and then working with a company, that gun nut, that Prescott Caliber Club, that he only sells through him because, they got everything all locked down, like they're Thug Life or something. But, this right here, I saw this with Alaska Prepper, and I'm like, what are you doing? Just what are you doing? Okay. So anyway, guys, what got me onto Alaska Prep to begin with, it's videos like this, okay? How to make your own bread. This guy, he's actually pretty good. At least I thought he was. I thought he was a smart man. He's showing people how to make their own bread, because me personally, I don't have to worry about making my own bread because I just tell my mom that, hey, I want some bread, and she goes buys it for me. Okay? That's real prepping. That's running stuff, okay? Now, I get that he's teaching people how to make bread from scratch, and because in survival situation, there won't be stores open to make bread. But, you know, I don't have to worry about that because I just told my mom to go get it for me. Even in a post-apocalyptic world, I'm pretty sure somebody is making bread. Obviously, look at this guy. He's making bread, so I'll just send my mom to go buy the bread. Alright, I don't have to learn it myself. Now, guys, this I want to show y'all. CFP was complaining about people stealing his ideas because he got special phone calls. Yeah, right, like CFP, you know, people stealing your ideas. Well, right here, let me pull this up. There we go. Alright, so Alaska Prepper, guys. He does this payday prep every week, or I think it's every 2 weeks when he gets paid, because he actually has a job on, like, CFP. Alright, so every 2 weeks he does this payday prep where he goes and buys groceries and preps and shows people how to make these preps. Now, anything we notice that it's very similar here? Looking real hard. Payday preps. When he gets paid, he goes buys preps and does a video on it. Who does that sound like is getting ripped off? Sound like CFP got his idea from this Alaska Prepper guy, huh? Huh? I mean, I know CFP had come out and said that he got the idea for his weekly prep series from Alaska Prepper, but it's because he ripped it off. That's right, CFP's, he's a fraud, he's a rip-off, and stole the idea from this Alaska Prepper guy. Alright, oh, that just makes me mad. But let's get into something else here. And we'll get this one right up. Alright, guys, so this in here, like I said, falling. Yeah, we've all seen, you know, the Olympus is falling, you know, all that other great stuff. London's falling, and London Bridge is falling. I don't know, I'm just throwing some names out there. But, Alaska Prepper. Alright, so he's doing these preps. And in this video, guys, I'm sitting there watching. Alright, so he went and got, it's motor oil, and fan belts, and he's got these gas jugs around a vehicle, and, you know, I'm pretty sure, if you look close, I think he is siphoning gasoline from that vehicle. Alright, and the reason why I support this, and I got backing on this, he's ripping this vehicle off. Okay, now check this out, guys. Let me pull this up. Alright, there we go. Okay, so, he's got that Victor guy with him, okay? His accomplice. Look at this, they're working, it looks like they're working on the vehicle. No, they're not working on the vehicle, they're trying to steal those rims, okay? They're trying to steal rims. Alright, so, you know what, let me pull this up for y'all. Okay. Where's it? There it is. Alright, guys, now I'm gonna get the volume up for y'all, alright? So I want you to listen real close to this cat, alright?
Make sure.
Are you trying to sell things again?
No, I'm not trying to sell anything. I'm actually
merchant peddler.
No, I'm actually telling them that we're gonna do a really big giveaway in December so that we can show the community our appreciation.
Are you giving things away again?
Yes, giving things away.
You merchant peddler.
How am I a merchant peddler?
They will get these things, want them more.
Alright, I put on pause for you guys. You hear that? You hear that? The guy's Russian, okay? That's it. I'm putting a stop to this now. What I'm gonna do, I'm contacting INS, Immigration Control. Obviously, this Alaska Prepper guy is a militia. And what he's done, he has brought an illegal Russian spy here into America. Okay, granted though that's out there in Alaska, but here into America, he is harboring a Russian spy. And I guarantee you, that Russian spy has been working with Donald Trump. Yeah, I am reporting this. Okay, oh yeah, here we are. CFP again. But, you know, he's got this pressure canner and cooker set that Alaska Prepper sent him. Man, CFP's always getting all these really cool things from, you know, other people in Alaska Prepper and other stuff, you know. It's because he's probably begging for them. You know, it's not like he's been working with these guys on, you know, collaboration videos and talking to them on the phone and actually being friendly with anybody. That's not the case. Obviously, CFP has been bought off by Alaska Prepper. Look at these gifts, okay? He's gotten a cannon book. He's gotten this canner. He's gotten AP to Alaska Prepper to sit there and do a promo opening of his fire starting kit. Okay, that stuff ain't free, guys. But now if he's doing it for free, that means CFP has a Alaska Prepper in his pocket, apparently. He's got dirt. He probably has the Russian dirt that I've got. Yeah, there's gonna be big things happen around here on the Truth Coalition show. Alright? There's gonna be some big things. So, moving along. You know, we already know CFP has got to have this guy in his pocket. I mean, why else would he be sitting there hooking up CFP and all these mods, and all these other channels, these giveaways? I mean, he just had this huge Christmas giveaway that he hooked up all these people with osmosis, reverse osmosis filtration systems, power generators, all kinds of stuff. As always, he's trying to buy these people up, trying to buy their affections, and stuff like that. And that's why people do giveaway. And I forgot. Okay, it's already here, so I can't delete it. I don't know how to delete things on videos yet. This right here, guys, this is obviously staged. They don't let you back your vehicle up to a Costco to load it out with $2,000 worth of supplies that you wouldn't purchase for, charity to, give to, so your Alaska Prepper, and he says he gives to, like, the battered women's shelters and the homeless shelters and stuff like that. He does this pretty regular. But, he's got a coffee fund where you send him money. Alright, you send him money, PayPal, stuff like that, and he puts it in this thing called a coffee fund. And after further research I've done, he then takes that coffee fund and he matches whatever is in there, and then he goes and either donates the cash directly to a charity, or he goes and buys a whole bunch of supplies for a homeless shelter and stuff. And, he's doing it for fame, okay? I mean, you put it on YouTube, right? Alright, so that's obviously fame, except that no one will know about how to give to a charity unless you promote your charity. But I still say CFP's got him in his pocket. Alright, let's get into something else. He's talking about being a prepper and all this other stuff, besides being, harboring an illegal Russian, but still. I sit there and I look. He picked Alaska to be in. Alaska, okay? There's nothing out there except moose, alright? But what's going to happen when the power goes out there in Alaska? How's he going to survive? How's he going to heat up his house? He's going to freeze to death, is what's going to happen. Now, right here, guys, let me go and pull this up for y'all. Yeah. Alright, there it is. Wait. Okay. Oh, man. I forgot that he does the solar generators. And, he's got all these backup regular generators, propane generators, tri-gas. And he's got systems in place in case they lose power. But that's not going to work at the end of the world, okay? These solar generators that, they use the sun on solar panels to power up a battery system. That way you can produce power for your home and stuff like that. That's not going to work, okay? I have read in a comment that, and I've already spoke about this, when the super volcano erupts, it's going to blot out the sky, alright? Solar panel's not going to work. So obviously this guy does not know what he's talking about. Because I read that, and that means if that's going to happen, they're not going to make it. They're going to freeze. They're going to be Alaska Prepper popsicles. They're in Alaska. Alright, guys, so we're wrapping this thing up. I probably just buried myself deep. The fact is, Truth Coalition, we got to go deep. We got to get to the truth. And this right here, yeah, this Alaska Prepper. Busted. Gotcha. I know that you and CFP work together now. The fire starting kits, the charity, you donating money and all that stuff, helping him and his family out, his broke-ass family out. And you don't ever ask anything in return. It's because he's got Russian dirt on you. It's obvious. It's obvious. You've even shown the illegal Russian that's there in your house that you're harboring. Okay, this Victor guy. Now, this Victor guy kind of looks a little scary. I mean, he probably, my mom could probably beat him up. I'm just saying, my mom probably could beat him up. But anyway, guys, wrapping this thing up, guys. Definitely appreciate y'all being here, supporting the Truth Coalition, notifying me of all these other preppers out there that one has tie with that despicable Central Florida prepper, that CFP, that survival living. I can't stand the guy. Okay, I just can't stand the guy. It's one of the reasons I'm hiding in my mom's basement. Oh, y'all like my new song? That's my theme song. I'm probably going to be cutting a record, and I don't have any contacts, you know, in Nashville or you know, LA or any places like that right now. So, you know, if you want to check out my record and you want to help support this channel, make sure y'all hit that PayPal. You know, it's in my mom's name. I got discussed last time. I get my allowance once a week. She hooks me up. And so whatever you send there, she trickles back down to me after she, you know, pays her bills and stuff like that. And, you know, I eventually get some, you know, so anyway, catch you guys later.
All right, guys. There's another installment of our Truth Coalition. Just to be clear, Alaska Prepper and I are actually good friends. We talk quite a bit. I've already talked to him about having him on this show because this man I do not ever want to attack. He's the greatest guy in the world. So this was just part of the comedy skit. Apparently he did laugh a couple times at some of the other ones, and I offered, I said, hey, you interested in it? He's like, well, yeah. So filmed, sent to him for review, make sure everything's okay as usual, make sure, all right, yeah, we can use this, or dude, you kind of crossed the line. Everything's cool. If you're seeing this video, it means everything is cool. So anyway, guys, much love to everybody here. Is there going to be more Truth Coalition videos? Absolutely. Is there going to be more prepping videos? Absolutely. We got some really bad weather here. It's just nasty outside, so it's kind of hard to be doing outdoor filming and stuff like that currently. So I utilized the space that we had and film here. Anyway, guys, definitely appreciate all the support that everyone has shown here on this channel. Alaska Prepper, much love from my family and myself. You have always had our back. I don't know why you like us, but it's pretty cool that you do like us. Just having that connection with you and be able to talk to you when I really need a friend and I really need to be able to talk to somebody, you've always been there for me. So there you have it. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure Victor is a Russian spy. Just saying. Just saying. Anyway, guys, I'm just so happy Alaska Prepper's channel has grown the way it has. Also, Victor, congratulations on everything you got going on there with your life. Your little one, very awesome. Alaska Prepper, it's awesome that you're a grandpa. Thankfully, it's going to be several more years before I'm a granddad, thankfully. But, yeah, dude, that's just cool. But anyway, guys, this is one of the channels that we're going to be featuring on our YouTube channel here, because I get asked all the time, what channel do you recommend? What channel do you recommend? I don't want to just give you a recommendation. I want to explain why I'm recommending these people. And first one up is Alaska Prepper. I've known him for years. Great dude, great solid channel. Do anything he can for you. When he's speaking, he doesn't tell you things just to make you enjoy hearing it. He wants to tell you the actual truth. If it hurts you, he's not trying to hurt you. He's trying to make you aware of situations. Nicest guy I ever met. All right, guys, so I'm going to wrap this up. I hopefully you enjoyed that little comedy bit. This is back in the day when I was working on that. I know the audio and stuff was manipulated and everything. I had to. I was trying to make myself sound like a little troll. I think it turned out pretty good. Anyway, guys, definitely do appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Please make sure that you subscribe to his channel. But don't just subscribe and walk away. Watch his videos, all right? One of the biggest things you guys can do is when you watch a video on YouTube Creator, watch the video all the way through, give it a thumbs up, make sure your bell icon is clicked, okay? That way you get all his new posts. And each video you watch, leave a comment in the comment box. That pushes that channel, makes it grow. It tells that algorithm, hey, they're really interactive with this, something, they like it, and they'll push it. And that helps channels grows. So he's a great dude. He deserves everything that's coming to him. You're going to learn a lot from his channel. You will. I've learned a lot from his channel. I've learned a lot from a lot of people's channel. Anyway, guys, put in the comments section if you want me to continue how I'm presenting these. I don't want to just come out with a list. I want to actually explain why I support these channels and why I recommend them. So put it in the comment section what you think. All right, guys. Speak to y'all later.